Okay guys, today we'll be talking about the bean cuffs, alright? First of all, yeah, I am a little puffy on this side. I had a little bit of work done in the mouth yesterday. Bear with me. I know I look like Rick from The Walking Dead after the governor thing. Well, anyway, today we're going to be talking about the beans, like I said, and specifically this guy. This is one of the most famous handcuffs ever created. This is known as the Bean Giant, okay? Which is surprisingly not really that big. Anyway, it's called the Giant because, here we go, the Bean Giant cuff has a solid one-piece construction. As you know, in other words, unlike let's take another pair of beans. Like these guys here. These are bean. I think they're the patrolmen. See how there's the one link connecting them? So there's some play in between the cuffs. In the Bean Giants, there isn't. Okay. Now this particular pair, I bought them online, and I knew fully well that one of the locking buttons was missing. Alright, there's a locking button. That's the missing one. However, they are fully functional, which was important to me. Okay, I just didn't lock it. I'll show you that in a second, how that works. Very, very, very interesting history of the Bean Giants, and like I said, these are the ones that everybody wants to get, okay? The Bean Giants is something that, especially if you're an escape artist like me, you really, really want these in your collection because of the Houdini connection, okay? Now, these guys were patented in 1887 by Edward Bean. He was a policeman, and so he knew his stuff. Now, Bean, while all these are considered beans, he didn't actually manufacture them. He came up with the design, and Ivor Johnson or other people just actually did the hands-on actual production of these cuffs, okay? Alright, now, look, they still have almost all of their plating. And this is the teeny tiny key for the Bean Giants. What's the story with the Houdini connection? Glad you asked. So basically, there was a $500 reward for anyone who could escape from the handcuffs. Houdini won the award, okay? He also did it without a key and with the cuffs behind his back. But to claim the prize money, you had to give away how you did it. You had to explain to Captain Bean exactly how you did the escape, which Houdini refused to do, which I'm sure really pissed his wife off because they were broke at the time, and $500 was like thousands of dollars in today's money, tax-free. It is a magazine article, as you can tell, from 1901, January 5th. And there's Houdini in what they call the Boston handcuffs. Those are the Bean Giants, and notice how they're put on his wrists. Okay. But he wisely decided that it would be better for him to not give away his secret as to how to escape from these cuffs, because that way, number one, he had got millions of dollars worth of free publicity out of it all the way until his death. That's how long he milked this story. And number two was because this way he was able to offer something that other imitators could not. Houdini was able to challenge other escape artists with the Bean Giants, knowing full well that they would never be able to get out. As a matter of fact, on his very first appearance in England, supposedly he said to Bess, when this guy jumped up and challenged him and all that kind of thing, he said to his wife, go get the Giants. She brought out the Bean Giants, and in that one show, when he defeated the one heckler he had, he made his money back right there. So that's the story with these. So basically, the way the Bean Giants work is the little teeny tiny key, and you turn it. You can feel, now remember, these aren't in, they're missing the one button. And this is what the wrist looks like in it. See the notches for the inside locking mechanism? And it'll close like that. Okay. And when your other hand's in here, you can't reach the keyhole and manipulate the key to actually get out, okay? That's the secret. Anyway, let's see. Then what would happen is you would push the button. Okay, that side works for this one, sorry. That side works for this. And now it's locked. Okay. When you turn the key, you're going to see that pop up, hopefully. There you go. And then it opens, see? It's tricky because that button's missing. The same thing would work on this side. You just have to imagine it. I'll hold the key, I'll hold it as if the arming button was up. And then you can go in and out like that, right? See? Same thing here. Once you press that plunger button, it arms the locking mechanism so that the cop could carry these around unlocked. Okay? Patented 1887. They came with 3 different keyways that we know of. And some of them have the manufacturer's mark on the bow. I've seen other ones where it's actually on the case here. These happen to be unmarked. Okay. Which is weird because they have so much of the original plating on. There's no patent date or anything on these guys. Okay, but like I said, some of them did say, it would say like Ivor Johnson, or it would say, the 1887 patent date stamped somewhere on there. These just happen not to have it. But these are something that every escape artist wants in his collection, because the minute you put them on, I gotta tell you, you do feel that connection with Houdini. There's something, it's inexplicable. I guess it would be like if you had the same kind of baseball bat that Babe Ruth used and you picked it up. You know what I mean? Like if you had the same kind of baseball bat as Babe Ruth, if you're a baseball fan, or if you had the same kind of football as Joe Namath, I mean the exact same kind that he used, and you pick that sucker up, you feel that electricity, that connection. And that's how it is with the Bean Giants. The minute you pick it up, you actually feel like, oh my God, this is like just what he went through. In your mind, you're transported back to the 1890s, it was late 1890s when Houdini first encountered these suckers. It's probably in the 1895 season, I'm thinking. But anyway, I do have it written down, and I know, not off the top of my head, when he first encountered with Captain Bean. Interestingly, after he escaped, him and Bean became very good friends. So that means that Houdini was able to buy and or get the latest handcuffs as they were coming out, and probably a sneak peek at the designs too, because he was friends with Bean. Okay, so later on when different things happened in the company and different designs came out, who knows, he might have been able to get a sneak peek at them before they hit the market, so he was already prepared. That's just conjecture, by the way. Alright, let's put you back here. One pair is never enough. I really, really, really want to get another pair of these with the other button intact, and I would really, really like to get them with the pouch, with the original pouch that they came in for the cop that put on his belt, because it's just really neat looking. Here's a modern answer, one of them anyway, to the being giants. These are hinged Smith & Wesson, and there's no play, but still, it's not solid like that, like the bean giants. So there is a little bit of back and forth motion, okay? The only problem with these is for the cop to use the key on the prisoner, but there's ways to cuff a prisoner in these that they discovered where he was helpless and the police officer could open and close the cuffs as needed. Another quick comparison. These are Hyatt's. These are British Hyatt's. These are the extended hinged cuffs. Okay, keeps your hands further apart, but again, the hinge action. Another pair of Hyatt's. These are interesting because they're rigid now, but by inserting the key in there, they flex. The other Hyatt Ultimate. Now these take the old design of the Bean Giants. It's basically a pair of handcuffs with just a solid center. In this case, it's plastic. It's made out of plastic. Okay, these are the Hyatts. I don't know if you can see. Hyatt, yeah. So these are made in England. Yeah, same principle, but 2 keyholes. And notice it's got the grip. We'll look at these in depth in another episode. Let's see, 1887. I think I covered all the bases. Oh God, there's the phone. Hang on, it's Jess. Hi, Jess. Where are you? Okay. You're actually on tape right now. I'm doing a handcuff video. So, anyway, that's alright. Maybe I might put this on too. So, anyway, alright, I'm going to get in the car and I'll leave and I'll be right there. Alright, love you too. Bye. That was Jess. Okay, so the names so far, the suggestions so far that we have are Off the Cuff with Arioch, Cuff Link, that's cool, Turn Your Head and Cuff, I'm not making these up, these are what you guys actually said, Fun with Handcuffs, and Cuff Time with Arioch. Okay, so what you got to do is vote on what you want. Just in the comment section, put down what your favorite one is out of all of those, and whoever gets the most votes wins the prize, and that's what we'll call this segment of my channel. Okay, once again, they're Off the Cuff with Arioch, Cuff Link, Turn Your Head and Cuff, Fun with Handcuffs, and Cuff Time with Arioch. Alright? By the way, I don't know if you can notice, I had a tooth pulled, so I'm a little bit puffy on that side. Ugh. Anyway, alright guys, so put your suggestions in the comments and we'll take it from there, okay? Vote whichever one you want, and like I said, the winner gets a t-shirt, okay? Alright, see ya.